What's going on, guys? All muscle. Working on my F250 here. Got my guy over here helping me out.
Gotta put the big boy boots on.
What kind of boots are those, dude?
These are for big boys. 5 pounds a piece.
At least. Let me see, what kind are they? The Ariats.
The Ariats.
Those are pretty sick, dude.
Pretty sweet, yeah.
Alright.
You need them when you're standing in your engine bay.
That's a fact, dude. The legs get a definite workout when you're working on one of these trucks, guys. Anyways, this is what we got done so far on the F250. We put new heads on it. I got it, basically just got the heads from Ford. They came with, pressed in valve guides and valve seats. I'm not sure on the material what they used on there, but it came with, it came with everything ready to go. New valves, new head gaskets. As you can see, we've got the ARP studs already set in there. The head job here is complete. Now what we're working on, we actually put the new oil cooler. What else did we do? These pulleys here, the idler pulleys. New water pump. New thermostat up there. I don't know. Actually, we're just test fitting this little unit here, the coolant filter from Sinister. As you can see, I got it in the gray there. I don't really care for the blue too much, but that gray is pretty cool. So we got that just kind of test sitting there. We fit it in there just to see how it looks. I do have the exhaust manifolds here from B&D. We're gonna run these. I just had a couple issues with these. Just not really issues, but just kind of like a gripe here. First off, the coating, I thought this was going to be a nicer coating. I couldn't find anywhere where it told me what the coating was, but as you can see here, I'll just take and scratch that coating right off of there with my fingernail. So I called B&D. They said it's just a high temp paint that they use, and it's cool and all, but when you're paying over $600 something, $700 almost for exhaust manifolds that are. This is just a cast iron piece, so this is it wasn't welded, fabricated, and all that. This is just a cast iron. There's nothing really special about it. Obviously, it's going to flow more. The reason I got it is because it's going to flow more air, and basically, the other headers that are on the market are all custom, more custom built. You can get a cheap set of these, a knockoff set, I believe. I'm not sure who makes them. I think they just come right out of Wuhan. But yeah, you can grab those. If you want to go on the cheap route, and they might even work good. I just don't know too much about them, so I could tell you. But I had the issue with the manifolds here was not only just the coating. So let's see that. Show me that. Let's look at the stock manifolds actually here. My main issue here was these holes are drilled out just way too big, just way oversized. If you look at the stock manifolds in comparison, let's take a look at it here. You're going to get what is a guide. This is going to be your guide. I don't know if you could tell, but this bolt hole here on the
a lot smaller.
Is a lot smaller. There you go. You can put the bolt right in there and see how snug fit that is. Now go over to this one. That one, see how it's got a lot of slop. So that's factory. That's what factory does. So now same thing here. We got a bolt hole that basically comes in, and it's your guide hole to set your studs or your manifolds on. And then you got this hole here, which is even way sloppier than the manifold from factory comes.
Go swimming in there.
So yeah, you can take a skinny dip. Anyways, the reason that kind of upset me was because I plan to run these Sinister diesel exhaust studs, and here they are here, and they look sexy, and I'm ready to run them. But when you put them on there, you barely get a little bit of bite with the washers provided. So I didn't really. I don't know. I might run them. I just don't know if I like it. Yeah,
so this is the stud here.
So here's your stud.
It's going to be sitting basically like that. So the stud has plenty of space. This is the washer that it comes with, and the washer is barely going to bite on there.
Yeah. So I just
barely. If it's off to the side at any, you're going to have a gap which doesn't look very nice.
Yeah, it's just not. I mean, it's going to probably work and everything's going to be fine, but aesthetically, it's just not going to be very pleasing. So, that's my gripe with those. At least at the very minimum, they could have drilled out the holes to the factory size, and done that way. You know, I'm not sure why the factory has that much slop in their original sizing there. But here, let's take a look. I also have here the exhaust manifolds. A lot of people say to run the manifold gaskets on them. Mind you, when I pulled off the gaskets, or I'm sorry, when I pulled off the original manifolds, the ones sitting here, they did not have any. They did not have any gaskets on them. Let's see if we can pull this out. This is just the Ford factory exhaust manifold, and it's just a 2-layer steel gasket.
Yeah, that's a part number right there.
Pretty nice. Yeah, there's a part number. If you guys need that, you take a look. Grab that. Let me see what this does on here.
We gotta bring it back to here.
What are we doing here? Here we go. I knew something was up. Alright, so yeah, that looks like it's going to flow real nice actually. There's no restriction. It looks like the ports are open perfectly around the gasket size, and so we shouldn't have any restriction there. So I'm excited to get those on. We're going to run those. I was going to take them over to the powder coat shop. One suggestion that I have, actually 2 suggestions that I have. Yeah, 2 suggestions actually. I was going to go to the third one, but I think I farted out. But let's get a better coating on this. This is just for B&D suggesting, you know, their coating. I think the coating sucks. I mean, it won't be soon before my manifolds look like this, and that's gonna suck. You know, so option number 1 was obviously to take them in and get high heat, either ceramic or powder or some kind of coating put on. So I called a couple shops in my local area. Oh, look at that! We got a little.
Got a dent.
Yeah, a little dent in there. That might actually, that's gonna.
You gotta file that.
We gotta file that down. Okay, so those.
You gotta show them that pipe.
That's a little issue. Okay, I mean that's probably from shipping or whatever, but so that's not technically not their fault. But the coating here, I think sucks. What we need to do here, B&D, because issue for the consumer, as in me, or others that buy these manifolds. They're 2 to 4 weeks out if you want to get them coated, and if you got your truck down, everybody knows when your truck's down, 2 to 4 weeks is a big fucking deal. You know, you're not gonna sit there and wait to get these things coated, and you might just you know, run them, but you know, not be as happy as you would have been. And number 2, on top of that, is you guys are gonna get them a lot coated a lot cheaper when you send, you know, 200 sets into your coater, or 500 sets in, or whatever, however many you guys are producing. You're going to be able to get a way better deal than we are. So get these damn things coated in a nice, and even if you charge $50 more for them, you know, let's get it going. Or maybe just be a little more considerate and throw that extra coating in there on top of the deal here, especially at $700 for a cast piece. What was number 2? What was I going with? Number 2 is going to be reduce the size of these holes. That they don't need to be that large. They don't need to be that large. So 2 suggestions for B&D. If anybody from your company is watching it, plug that into your database there and figure that shit out, just to make your consumers, the consumer here, a little more, you know, happy with your product. I mean, as far as the hard part though, you guys did a good job on. As you can see, this here is.
That's half the piece.
It's half the piece. It's not. There's nothing in comparison. So
especially when you feel the weight.
You did a good job on the actual casting. Now let's just polish it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, guys, we're gonna put those manifolds on. I was hoping to run these studs from Sinister. They're sexy. They're titanium. They're lightweight. They're strong. I was hoping to run these, but you know, I don't feel comfortable. But check that out. They've got a real nice presentation here. You know, your presentation on these was really nice. You've got a nice box. They come, you know, they're 12 point. They're 12 point here. Let me take a look here, see if I can show this to you up close. That's a 12 point nut here, and then your stud. You've got the stopper there where it stops into the where it goes into the head, and that stops basically right where it needs to be. And then obviously your washer and your nut come right down and seal up the deal there. So there's the part number from Sinister. I recommend these if you have, you know, a header that'll you know, accommodate you on that. So anyways, we're gonna get back to work. and we'll see you guys on the next one. I've got a bunch of parts. I still got to go through a parts. What was it? I got maybe like part numbers. I got a bunch of part numbers. I want to go through that on a separate video and show you all the part numbers. If you guys actually are doing some kind of job like this, I actually got a Banks Monster exhaust kit too, so we'll go over that, and then I'm going to break down all the parts from Ford that I actually bought with part numbers. I mean, I've got a lot of money spent on this truck already, so I want to get this thing done so I can actually enjoy it. So you guys be cool. I'll see you on the next round. And oh, look, you're sporting the MMR shirt, dude.
Oh yeah.
We visited MMR. Yep. Nice place. They got a pretty nice place, nice shop. Actually, nice people in there too. Very cool guys in there. Yep. Anyways, we'll let you guys go. And we got some quadrants over here. Quadrants. All right, we'll let you guys go. We'll see you on the next round. And be cool, stay safe, and get back to work, man.